everything okay over there? Understood. Activating the simulated gravity module for a smooth descent. We're at 80%, nearly there. Just locking in the coordinates. Now! That was close. Any slower and we'd have been pulled in. This is the place.
You mentioned the digital space is filled with Genesis, but this place feels rather peaceful.
Sybil must have set the anchor coordinates outside the infected area for safety, so no active Genesis here. The meeting point isn't here though. It's up ahead. The turbulence delayed us a bit. Sybil and Leanne must be waiting. Let's hurry so we don't keep them waiting. The space is unstable. Chaku, stay sharp and keep an eye on things.
Got a mission? Just give the order.
The meeting point is here.
Sorry for the wait.
I thought you'd be here before us, but it seems our timing is perfect.
We encountered data turbulence on the way over and got delayed. Did you have any trouble on the way?
Same, data turbulence, but everyone's fine.
We've made some discoveries, but it's complicated. I'll let Sybil explain.
All right, here's the point. After comparing data, the Genesis here is 98.77% similar to E01, E03, and Ultra Building, confirming the same origin. Additionally, we found 3 data firewall breaches. The hidden channels lead to no other than E01, E03, and the Ultra Building. It seems they directed the Genesis towards Block E on purpose.
But why?
Not sure yet. But we suspect there's a secret hidden in this space, and that's their target. Otherwise, they wouldn't have gone to such lengths to channel all the Genesis into Block E. We're also quite certain they are still inside. We've sealed the entire space, but we can't proceed until the virus is dealt with.
I heard this place went through a meltdown 4 years ago. Why is there still so much Genesis? Were they unable to finish the cleanup?
I checked the archives. After Genesis appeared, the Bureau immediately initiated the meltdown isolation. But the virus was already inactive by the time the cleanup team arrived.
Inactive?
Yes. A special anima energy bound it here and completely suppressed it. Lacking the means then, they opted to keep things as they were, believing it was safer to leave it as is. So they stopped the cleanup, sealed the area, and left the virus untouched. We'd have forgotten this space existed if it weren't for Obel.
For the investigation and Blocky's safety, we need to clean up the Genesis here ASAP. Sybil noticed that the anima energy suppressing Genesis is weakening, causing the virus to revive and spread. It will be fully active in about 12 hours, and sure bring unimaginable consequences if left unchecked.
But we first need to track down where it's coming from. Do you have the exact coordinates?
We only know it's in the central zone. Archives from 4 years ago lack the exact coordinates. Our meltdown interceptors can't handle this much Genesis, so we need your help. However, we do have another lead. Someone who might be able to assist us.
Who?
We're likely to encounter melt fiends, so let's all stay alert. Quick and decisive.
I appreciate the trust.
Are you calling me? I'm coming.
Watch out for electric shock. Yeah. Leave it to me. You're asking for trouble!
My turn.
Burn! Face your sins. Die!
What do you mean? Persistent. Persistent.
Surrender now!
What?
Ready for battle. Take a brief rest. We have much to do. It's probably Genesis's influence, but luckily, these are only low-level ones.
It's just strange. Block E is all about tech and modernity, yet this place looks so retro. It's hard to believe this place was once part of Block E.
I guess you're too fixed on missions to know trivia like this. Before it was left behind, this was Block E's most renowned, affluent area, and we're standing in its heart. It was called the Ganali Manor. Originally, it was one of Doki Entertainment's owners, the Firth family's country home, and it mimicked classic manor designs. It set off a trend here, inspiring other buildings in the area to adopt a similar retro look. Doki Entertainment later turned it into a private place for high society events. Back in the day, it was a hotspot for celebrities, hosting most of Block E's charity galas and art shows. It's a pity seeing its current neglected state. Yeah, without Genesis, the world would definitely be better off.
Since the Great Outbreak in Kantovia, it's caused widespread destruction, displacing humans and animuses alike. Places like the Ultra Building and Decca 9th Street Transit Hub are prime examples. If we don't tackle Genesis here soon, Block E might end up like this manor. So let's get moving.
Maggie, are you sure this is the right way to the center?
The disintegration's quicker than expected, and only the structures close by are still stable. This is the safest route. However, we might run into issues if we keep going this way.
You mean the energy barrier?
Exactly. It's not just any barrier. It's charged with a unique anima energy.
Sybil and I ran into similar barriers before. We tried everything, but had to go around them in the end. Sybil thinks the hyperlink might be able to open it.
What's happening? Why can't the hyperlink link with the data here?
We need to find a different path then.
But with how things are, all the paths to the central zone are falling apart. Taking a detour now seems almost impossible.
If the usual routes won't work, We might need to think outside the box.
No, the spatial structure here is too fragile for brute force. Any aggressive move could make everything collapse. When you interacted with it, I managed to gather some data of the barrier. Actually, this anima energy closely matches the one holding this space together. The issue actually boils down to us missing specific personality traces. To put it simply, the energy, if we can locate the personality traces needed, we might bypass this barrier. Personality traces aren't too hard to find. Unless actively erased, their data lingers in this space. We can try to look around. The traces we found are somewhat faint. It looks like the clearest data is right here. But a piece of it is missing.
Can we fix it?
Fixing personality traces isn't straightforward, but your hyperlink might do the trick.
Hey, why is there a butterfly here?
It's not a real butterfly, but a lingering echo, a special type of life form born from data. Digital spaces hold lots of deceased individuals' memory data. When this data accumulates, it creates a unique life form called echoes. They're like shells, but not aggressive, usually hiding and avoiding detection. Maybe it's because of this frame. Odd. This echo has similar personality traces too. Hold on. This is...
What's up?
After the butterfly showed up, the incomplete personality traces on the frame fixed themselves, and now there's a photo in it. They look like a kind father with his beautiful daughter. But the man somehow looks familiar. Chaku, you mean he reminds you of Mr. Fran from Maine's Foundation? Let me check. Wow, it's actually him. The guy in the photo has a 97.44% match with Mr. Fran's facial data. He's got such a soft smile here. I barely recognized him.
I'm not familiar with that name.
He's one of Maine's Foundation's 7 directors. Keeps to himself, only shows up when he has to, and doesn't like being photographed. I remember seeing him at a Maine's Foundation banquet. He seemed cold, serious, totally aloof. It's hard to picture him like this. And I don't remember him having any family in Etheria. Also, how did his photo get here?
Let's figure that out later. Can you extract complete personality traces?
I already did. Now let's see if it opens. Done. We're in.
Maggie, you were right about these personality traces being the key. But whose are they?
Looks like they belong to an adult male. Maybe Mr. Fran from the photo. He must really care about this place and the photo to leave such clear traces. Now I'm wondering, who is this girl?
Let's focus. We've got bigger things to handle right now.
The sooner we start, the sooner we finish.
Leave it to me. Follow me. Watch out for electric shocks. We're not getting away.
Ready for battle.
Burn!
Take a brief rest. We have much to do.
Looks like we're in the residential front. It's shocking to see it's so messed up.
Careful, there's a cliff. Wait, there's an intense anima energy coming our way. Watch out, we've got melt fiends.
Leave this to me.
Leave it to me. Follow me. Watch out for They're not getting away.
My turn.
Burn! Surrender now! Die!
What do you need me to wither away?
You're careless. Leave it to me.
Ready for Our enemies still lurk in the shadows. Stay vigilant.
Odd. These meld fiends are way tougher than the ones we faced before.
Plus, the Genesis levels are spiking. We must be getting close to the virus's core. But there's been an unexpected discovery.
What is it?
Chaku's monitoring system picked up a specific anima signal before we got here. It popped up a few times, and we cracked it during the last fight. The data suggests it's probably Deeding, the anima Sybil's been looking for. Not 100%, but the data is an 87.66% match.
Where's the signal coming from?
I've marked the location. It's right ahead. What do you say? I think we should at least check it out. Deeding knows where the infection's source is, which could save us from aimless searching. But we might have to take a detour to find him.
I'll go check. You guys keep going with the plan. If Deeding's there, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll rejoin you right away.
Leon, wait. The area's really unstable, and there are more meld fiends than we thought. We should stick together in case of any surprises.
All right, we'll check it out together.
I'll take point. Chaku, follow the signal.
I won't ask too many questions. Let's go.
Leave it to me. Follow me. Watch out for electric shocks. They're not getting away.
My turn.
Burn!
Take a brief rest. We have much to do. Only with power can
Whoa! the disintegration here is intense. Yeah, there are still traces of his anima energy, but he's already gone.
The leftover energy suggests he fought melt fiends here, and the fight was recent.
His energy's really unstable, like he's badly hurt. Might even have been infected by Genesis.
Given his state, he couldn't have gotten far.
The energy trail ends over there, meaning he left that way. He must have gone through that energy barrier.
Should we go after him?
Maggie, can you get us through?
I've tried, but the personality traces on this barrier are different. I checked around, but the traces left behind are too blurry for an extraction. Chaku, what's up?
Look, it's that butterfly from before.
Wow, that's a shadow print. It's rare to see one so well preserved. It's a rare phenomenon in digital spaces, Chaku. Basically, it's like the echoes of memories from people who once lived here, captured in this space. We call these etchings shadow prints. Exactly! It's a natural version of a videotape. They're essentially the same, just in different forms.
It's that same butterfly. Is it hinting we should restore the shadow print here?
This shadow print has personality traces similar to the barrier, and it's pretty well preserved. In theory, all that's needed is collecting enough memory data and filling in the gaps to rebuild it. Let's split up and look around. Try observation mode. It captures leftover memory data around here.
Here's a diary. Looks like it was written by the girl.
Since winter came, the garden turned bleak. But those little birds kept it lively. So free. They soar over the fence into the deep blue. How I wish I could join them, see the world beyond. Lately, Dad's locked himself up in the West Tower. I tried to visit, but he keeps me away, saying I need rest because of my illness. But I know he's lying. Surgery's in a few days. Dad's gotten stricter and won't let me draw anymore.
Looks like she was sick and receiving some surgery.
Let's see. This seems to be a medical record. A detailed anima test, but the name's been blurred. Shadow Malady. The girl had Shadow Malady?
Canary. It's an original hand-drawn picture book. I miss feeling the sun and spreading my wings. Whoever drew this really poured their heart into it. The shadow print here's been restored. Want to check it out?
And so, the puppet found its soul and became a real child, living happily ever after with her family. I haven't read a story in ages. Your picture book is amazing, Sonia.
Thank you, Father.
No need for formality. We're family.
All right. Dad, I actually got inspired by a fairy tale book I found in your study.
This was Emmy's favorite. You remind me so much of her.
The girl in the photo was Mr. Fran's adopted animus child. It's odd. Maine's Foundation's records don't mention him adopting an animus. Did he keep it a secret? But EOS doesn't prohibit humans from adopting animus kids, so there was no need to hide it.
Sorry, just got sidetracked. I just didn't expect Sonya to be the girl in the photo. No wonder she looked familiar.
You knew her?
Yeah, from way back in the orphanage in Severian. She was quiet, preferred her own company. But her powers stood out, so she didn't stay long. The Labos Foundation found her an adoptive family quickly.
Your orphanage was funded by Labos Foundation too? I remember this branch of Labos life claimed to support orphanages, but actually were scouting for test subjects for their inhumane experiments.
Yeah, they took many kids pretending it was adoption. After the truth came out, we only managed to rescue some. For kids taken early, like Sonya. We never found out where they were taken or what happened to them.
But Sonya ended up with Mr. Fran, who seemed to really care for her like his own.
Perhaps. But this reminds me of something else. The anima energy on those vines, and the one suppressing Genesis, are similar to Sonya's power. Sonya's anima power allows her to control nature. Once, her power went rogue, and vines overran the entire orphanage. I can still remember the peculiar forest that came out of nowhere.
You mean Sonya could be linked to the Genesis here?
It's possible.
Look, the energy barrier is gone.
That butterfly again. Who's there?
Watch out, he's infected.
I appreciate the trust.
You. Stay away from her! Careful. There's a strong Genesis reaction on him. You're asking for trouble! What?
My turn.
Burn! Surrender now! Inferno's wrath!
What? Aiming. I see through you! Got careless.
All right. Can the forest still hear me?
It's useless.
Watch out for electric shock.
Not how I thought this would end.
Ready for battle.
Face your sin.
What do you need me? When is the next battle?
Oh no! Genesis is corrupting his anima! We've got to remove the virus from him now!
How's he doing?
Luckily, he didn't completely lose control. The Genesis is cleared, and he'll wake up soon. I checked the data. He's deeding, the animus Sybil has been searching for.
You're not with Labos Life?
Labos Life? Weren't they disbanded a long time ago? Sorry to disappoint you, but the Union sent us here to deal with Genesis. It wasn't easy to track you down. How'd you end up here?
About 2 weeks ago, I followed some people who snuck in through a special data channel. Next thing I knew, dormant Genesis woke up and started spreading everywhere. I tried to dig deeper, but somehow they found me. Never thought they'd control melt fiends. I escaped them but got hurt and infected with Genesis. I'd be a melt fiend by now if it weren't for you.
What you said. Are those people connected to Labos Life?
Yeah, they work for Labos Life.
But EOS shut it down 6 years ago for illegal experiments. Are you sure it was them?
I'm sure of it. I saw a Labos Life badge on that woman, and I'd recognize her face anywhere.
So, they're behind awakening Genesis and breaching the data firewall to infect Block E? What's their endgame? To destroy Block E?
I think it's bigger than that.
Yeah, they're after Sonya, who's been keeping Genesis at bay here.
Deeding, what happened here 4 years ago? Where did the virus originate?
4 years ago, under Fran's arrangement, Labos Life performed surgery on Sonya, supposedly for shadow malady. It triggered her mutation and the Genesis outbreak. Sonya nearly drained her powers fighting it, but she still used her remaining strength to get me out. That's why she's been in a deep sleep here for 4 years, keeping Genesis from spreading.
That explains why you've been so set on investigating the Central Zone.
So Sonya's been holding back Genesis, but she's also the source of the virus. Could it be that Labos Life wants to use Sonya to control Genesis?
I'm not sure what their plan is, but they're definitely trying to wake her up. We've got to stop them. If she wakes up before we get rid of Genesis, she'll lose control. Once that happens, the virus will take us and everyone else in Block E.
Can you give us Sonya's coordinates?
I can just take you to her.
You're not exactly in the right shape to come with us.
No, I have to go. It's my only chance to save Sonya.
All right, I guess that makes sense. Let's bring him along. But first, Deeding, you need to link with our hyperlinker. And I've got to update Sybil on your situation.
Sure.